Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. And I'm recording on TikTok so I can use this filter because it's been a long day. I got some amazing clarities that I wanted to share with you, and it finally came together for me tonight, and it was really important for me to share. And of course, it comes with a story because the story brings it all together. So thank you for allowing me to share. I really like this filter. So when I came home today from the woods and all that, as amazing as it was, I noticed the thoughts coming back, this whole fear mindset, the homelessness and all that. And I'm being very mindful because it's 11:11 portal. And this is my little PSA first. It took 40 plus years to program me and condition me to believe all these things about me that weren't true and to be in these patterns. And it's not going to happen overnight when we try to break cycles and even stop certain thought patterns. Even when we can recognize things, I think there's like this concept is like, just change your thought patterns and do this and do that. And the unconditioning does take time. Somebody needs to hear that first of all. The unconditioning takes time. So give yourself a little bit of grace and empathy and love. And not be so hard on yourself when you recognize you may be in a cycle again, or you still were kind of getting down on yourself again. It took a while to get you to be this big, beautiful head of lettuce or this big, beautiful onion. So you have to kind of peel the layers off. So I just wanted to say that first. So when I got home, I was kind of in that mindset. I was like, no. And I started thinking about a woman I met here on TikTok that I admire a lot. And I was thinking about how much I admired her. I won't go into details just for her safety, but she literally fled with just the clothes on her back and went to some unknown state because of some very horrific, dark things were happening to her. I'm not going to say unbelievable, because to me it's not unbelievable at all compared to what I've been through and other divine incident beings have been experiencing. Sorry, this thing keeps coming up. Clothes are a little scarce right now. I'll come close. Anyway, and so I was thinking about how I admired her. And I said, man, if I didn't have my cats, which I'm grateful I do. I don't want anything to happen to them. It'd be easier for me to just kind of get up and go. I wouldn't care. And so I was just thinking about that, like admiring her. And then she messaged me. And we had like a 45-minute conversation. And she was talking about these synchronicities and that she got in numbers, like a certain number thing. I'm not going to go into details, but then something that happened at church and how things were prophesized over her. And she's talking about God and her love of that. And when I got off the phone with her, I went into meditation and I had this visualization. I found a world. So I literally do have the whole world in my hand. And I really wanted to share with people the importance of, there's been separations in all kinds of things, but there's like this spiritual community against the religious community, and people, even within the religious community, there's, separations of different religions, and in the spiritual community, there's like, it doesn't matter. There's always some people will always find a way to divide themselves and think that whatever they believe or feel is better than whatever the realm is for them, right? Usually. And so I had this huge vision. And it was all these beautiful rays of light, these codes, these light beams. And I saw my friend as this huge light beam. And she believes in God and Jesus. And so I imagined, I just want people to be, you don't have to subscribe to this. I just want to share another school of thought or something that may expand your mind a little bit to see things more, taking yourself out of things and see it from a bird's eye view and just maybe chew on this. Even though I was raised very strict little Roman Catholic, and then I became reborn again quite a few times. I studied Buddhism a lot. I've read the Quran, and I actually studied the Bible in college, and like details, like the breakdown of the words and the meaning of the words and things like that. So I have a little bit of knowledge. And I share that because I and recognizing and seeing how, even like with the religion and spirituality, how like we need to come together more. If everybody only believed in the Christian, and I'm going to use every example, so if everybody only believed in a Christian point of view, that, you know, whatever you want to define that, or a Christian should like this, shouldn't smoke or shouldn't cuss, and they should believe in God, that beautiful divine light of Christianity, that one beam code of light only shines, that beam of light only shines on one grouping of people that resonate with that beam of light. People who believe the Muslim, religion, that's their beam of light. It's still the divine light, right? Even the spiritual community. Me loving the earth and trees and seeing, I see all those lights and beams. And so what I'm trying to say is that even if you're Jewish and you're a rabbi, if you're of the highest divine light, just like if the Muslim faith or all the religion, Rastafari, doesn't matter. And if you're Jewish, so that's your beam code, that's your light code. I hope this is making sense. That's your light code of your beam of light. And all these beams of light that are of the divine all come up together. Because each one of their beams only shines light on the ones and energies and entities that resonate with that, which is great. The more beams of light we have, the more people we have to raise the collective to the light, to the divine light, whatever that is for you. So I was thinking of how beautiful my friend is and how much she believes in Jesus and God and her experiences in church. And I find it wonderful. I've seen God in that definition in so many ways and more that are unexplainable to anything I ever learned or knew about or studied. So my view is different. That's not to say that Jesus didn't exist. Muhammad didn't exist. I believe they were all light workers of their time, of their light code for what they were supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? It was this huge visualization of all these, instead of like, when we would see like, I don't know, I'm just being funny, but like a UFO when it comes down, it's like the beams of lights. It reminds me of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, for all you Gen Xers or whatever. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That was my favorite movie in E.T. But anyway, the lights go down like this. No, it's opposite. We're the light. We're the beams of light. The Christians? And listen, I'm not saying there's not dirty people in every religion or group. Let me tell you what. I was saying today, I was sitting on the couch at the Magical Drew, and I was just saying, I had a bad taste in my mouth religion because of what happened to me. I said, but also in the spiritual community, I shit on it all. Not in a negative way, but it's like, that doesn't matter if you're the divine light. So if you consider yourself a Christian, you're good to people. You don't do people dirty. You treat people how you want to be treated. You give to your community. All those things. No one's perfect, okay? We're not perfect. Why does it matter what your beam of light code is? Why do I care what your code and your light code, your beam is? If it's of the light, because the more of us we have together, the more we can shine on so many different groups of people and so many beliefs. Because Jesus did exist. Muhammad did exist. All these people did exist. They were light workers. They were the divine light. They all had a mission, their own separate mission, their own code, light code, beam of light that was meant for whatever walk they have. Everybody has their own individual walk. Just like I say, we have our own fingerprint. We all have our own divine code, beam of light for the divine. And all of them combined together can destroy anything. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. I can't believe I did this in 10 minutes. Heal, don't harm. And hug your fellow Christian. Your your fellow spiritualist, even if we smoke or cuss. Our beam of light helps people too. Have a great night.